This is Lindsay here today, bringing you along with a little short garden tour. We have another storm supposed to be coming tomorrow, so we figured we should get out here and show you some stuff. Carter is over working in his pond area right now, so he wanted me to show you what's happening in the garden. We have some different herbs here. This green stalk is looking a little sad. Some of this stuff needs replaced. Probably here shortly we'll take out some of these sad looking plants and replace it with some more lettuce, because that does pretty well, and hopefully that'll stay going through the fall. Right now we have no rain in the rain gauge. That'll probably change by tomorrow morning. On this first arch we have these purple potted pole peas, not peas, beans, and they are doing extremely well. There's the little flower, and we have some beans starting. Oh, these ones are getting pretty big. In a few days we could probably pick these. It's a pretty good size. I believe last year we tried to plant, so here's a pretty good size. Last year we planted these in the in-ground garden, but they didn't do very well, so we didn't get to really try them. I believe when you cook these, they actually turn green, but they start out purple. But they are doing really good. There's a lot of beans on here. In this bed, we have 3 artichokes. We've not once successfully gotten an actual artichoke, but these ones, so far, the best looking ones that we've had. So hopefully we get to try those. If not, might be the last year for them. This is where we had some onions, and I replanted some jade bush beans. Had some spotty germination. Hi, white dog. So we replanted some through here. Buddy. Hey. Okay. All through here we have, I'm pretty sure this is an early girl tomato. Starting to get some ripe ones, finally. These are all a hybrid variety. Usually we have the big beef as well, but our seedlings didn't do very good this year, so we had to restart. So we went with the early girl because, as the name suggests, it says they're supposed to ripen and set fruit earlier. Honestly, I'm not sure what these are, because I actually thought these were a pineapple tomato, but they might also just be early girl. For some reason, this section of tomatoes always seems to not do great compared to that bed. I don't know if there's some kind of disease going on in the soil each year, but we need to work on that. Here we had cabbages and onions, and we had some calendula, but we replanted some more calendula for the fall, as you can see here. And in the middle, I do have a little yellow squash. I don't know if we have time for it, but I just figured we would try. It's from that 10-cent Monard seed, so we're not really out much. I left this one cucumber here. The other one fizzled along with the rest of them. This is our silver slicer cucumber, but as you can see, it's not looking the hottest. Usually when it gets so hot and we get a lot of bug pressure, they just fizzle out. Here we got some basil coming up. And I'm thinking we're probably gonna have some more dill come up, because this is where we had all those huge dill plants. As you can see, here's more dill that went to seed. And I just been throwing some in there and hoping some comes back. Oh, there's benches. I don't know if you can see right there. There's benches eating some of the sunflower seeds, which is how we end up with all the volunteer sunflowers, most likely. So that's fine with me. They can eat as many sunflower seeds as they want. And here's a dahlia. I do not remember getting this color. I thought it was supposed to be a peach, but we'll take it. It's pretty. Through here, I'm going to be quite honest, I really don't even remember what these tomatoes were. I do remember that this was a volunteer that we left, and as you can see, there's a massive tomato. Let me see if I can show. There's a massive tomato on that plant, but I'm really not sure what it is. Here's where we cleaned out a bed recently. Nothing planted there. Right here we just have some turnips planted, and it looks like some of them are coming up. Hi, Mellow Yellow. Our strawberry tower. Kind of taking a hit from the heat as well. Need to get in here and clean up these leaves, pull off any of the strawberries that are just not great. Hopefully when it cools off, I'm wondering if we'll get another little burst of berries. Right here, this is our little raised bed. And we have a variety of some, I think these are yellow green beans, and then these are another, there's two different types. I just was trying to use up different seed packets. We're getting some baby beans in here. Looks pretty good. This is one of the better years we had with this raised bed. It dries out pretty quickly. But these yellow ones, they just have tons of flowers on them. Hopefully those all turn into green beans. This weedy area, I do have some flowers. And we do have a second round of cucumbers. These are just pickling cucumbers, so we can get a quick little harvest off of them, but we're probably just going to eat them fresh. There's some in there, so that's good. Up in this front bed, I have some more zinnias. We do have one surviving watermelon. We just can't seem to grow melons, but we keep trying, so we'll see if we get anything from that. Another dahlia. And then this, oh boy. That needs tied up ASAP. There's definitely some hornworm hold on, cut that. So here we have definitely some disease. These are Dr. Witchy tomatoes. They never last as long as the other tomatoes. You could tell how much more disease these are compared to the hybrids. But you can also tell how massive these tomatoes are. This is one of the better years that I've had with these. That one can probably be picked along with this one. But there's just massive clusters. Need to tie this back up. We also have some hornworm damage, but having a hard time finding it. Did find a couple, but I just feel like there's probably more because just a lot of branches getting munched on here. And this plant looks, honestly, this plant could just be ripped out. It doesn't have a tomato on it, I don't think, and it's just looking not the greatest. It's typical though. Then here is an accidental cherry tomato. This is a sun gold, and it's going crazy as always. In this bed we have, I'm pretty sure it's a Celebrity Plus. I thought they were determinate, but turns out they're semi-determinate. So they're knocking over their cages. Usually we do a bush Roma type, but once again, we ran out of seeds for it and our first round of tomatoes. We used some bad soil, so had to restart them. And we have a loofah gourd coming over here. What on earth? I don't even know how this got over here. It's planted way up here. We'll have to try to fix that because we don't want the loofah gourd growing in the tomatoes. Well, first we'll show you, here's some, hi white dog. Here's some fall sunflowers that we're trying to get, along with some fall zinnias. And in the middle we have some, not cucumbers, we have carrots, but really spotty germination. So in between those holes is more turnips. Basically anywhere we have holes, I'll sprinkle turnips around. Here we have some fall zucchini, more carrots that we need to pick, a nice looking gravel holy basil that came up on its own, a volunteer sunflower, more sun gold cherry tomatoes. Over here we have some fall cucumbers that the bugs keep trying to munch on. We may get something, we may not. And then here's probably my favorite section of the garden, this arch. So we have a couple loofah gourds planted up front. Right now I only see this one growing, but it's looking pretty good. Hopefully we have time for it to dry out. In between, we also have some rattlesnake. These can be picked. We have some rattlesnake beans. There's some volunteer, just basic green beans that we save every year. Those also could be picked. And then my favorite part is these birdhouse gourds. There is 1, 2, 3 plants in here, and they're going crazy. Another volunteer sunflower here that's growing in the gravel. Oh, more rattlesnake beans here, ready to be picked. We'll probably go ahead and pick those today. And there's still baby birdhouse gourds going here. We'll just, hopefully we're just going to leave these on the vines. They'll dry out. We've only done this one other time. One time I had a big one like this and it popped off the vine. So I'm kind of concerned about that. I might try to support them somehow, because I am worried about them just falling, especially these massive ones. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on a sec. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have some little ones, 10, 11, 12, about 13 good sized gourds here. So that's exciting. Pipsqueak. On the other side, we have some more volunteer holy basil. There was some flowers here, but they were done, so Carter cut those down for me. And then I randomly just have sweet potatoes popped everywhere, because why not? Kind of in the edges of beds. A couple more of those Celebrity Plus tomatoes. I mean, there's some pretty good sized tomatoes on here. This one has knocked the cage over completely, but I just kind of left it. It's kind of held up by this. There's another sweet potato back in there. A massive, massive holy basil corner. Some that I planted and some that I didn't. Our flower green stalk tower, which has seen better days. Along with some kale that has seen some better days. More bush beans back in here. fall squashes, a fall sunflower, more fall zucchinis, and have high hopes for this one. More basil, some jalapeno peppers that need picked. This is a chocolate cherry tomato, which is not looking the greatest. Some Roma tomatoes, not looking the greatest. More sunflowers as always. These got knocked over last week in that storm, so they need trimmed back, along with some more sunflowers that are almost done. A little pipsqueak running there. Oh, we have Carter's strawberry plant is looking pretty good that he planted. This bed is some carrots, a later planting of carrots. There's one Roma tomato in here, which is looking way better than those ones over there. They're not looking the greatest. This is a zinnia seed popped in there. I'm gonna check on these carrots. Oh my gosh. Either that's huge or it's... Carter, come here. You want to pull it, Carter?
Carter, pull it and see what's under there.
It kind of tricked us.
That's okay, but it's still a nice carrot.
I'll take
it's just
that.
a short, stubby
I
carrot.
hope you guys are enjoying this good and tool Wednesday, guys. I will hit going out here trying to take out bits for the school.
I just thought I'd check. I think the other ones don't look that big. No.
It's okay, that one's still big. It's just squatty.
This might be the type 2. Okay. Back to where I was at. Our beans are coming up there. This is probably the last round of fall beans we're trying for. Nothing planted in there yet. We have these zinnias. I think those are the Oklahoma pink. Not sure what these ones are called. These ones kind of fell over. We had to prop them back up. And here's most of our onions are done, but there was a few in here. That one's ready. Just kind of picking them as they're ready. Whenever their necks are floppy, that one's just laying there. I just heard a hummingbird. There it goes. There's some peppers in here, but they're pretty leggy because of everything else going on. That's okay. I'll come back for the onions. I'm not sure if I showed these zinnias. These are like my favorite ones probably. I'm really not even sure what these ones are. Hi, Carter. Hi, Fluffle. Hi, Fluffle. Hi. We have some snapdragons. These ones are really pretty. Hey, Fluffle. Oh, that's our fennel going to seed. I'm not really sure what to do with fennel. On our other arch, we have our green beans we always grow that we save seed for every year. They got a later start because we let the peas, they're about a month behind because we let the snap peas go a little longer this year. We have plenty of green beans put up, but they're just now starting. There's a little baby one. We're gonna have a lot off of here just in a few weeks. There's a view of that arch from here. And then over here, our potatoes are almost done. This bed's kind of was more green beans, kind of failed. Some celery, we'll see if they make it till fall. Another green bean and sweet potato, or not green bean, cherry tomato and sweet potato. What? Oh no, I'll come look in a second. You want to show me? Here's some dahlias we started from seed. There's chickens that aren't supposed to be over here. And here's a fall planting of beets. And come on, chickens. Here, chickens. Come on. Here, chickens. Here, chickens. Come on, girls. You have to be in here. Oops. Here, chickens. Oh. Go, Toadette. Go, Toadette. Okay, girls, you stay in here. And don't mess up the garden. Okay, onto the pollinator patch.